Hi everyone, my name is Kate and you're very welcome here on my channel where I review fragrances and talk about my perfume associations. And as you already know, of course, especially from the pink color in this video, but also the name of this video, we're talking about Barbie. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Barbies. I had like 30 of them maybe, and that was a lot because usually my parents bought a new doll for me for my birthday, for some other big holidays. So I kind of had a collection, but it was never enough. I was always excited about what's new, what's happening. Barbie mermaid, Barbie on the roller skates, Barbie something, whatever Barbie comes out, I was always on it. I used to love this doll and everybody knows Barbie. This is something that impacted our world in so many ways. The questions of femininity, girliness, pink color, relationships between different sexes, and especially how women portray themselves. The whole image of Barbie's appearance, of her face and her body has been changing so much depending on the time we live in. But okay, enough. By the way, just wanted to remind you, don't forget to give this video a like or thumbs up, subscribe, and stay with me. Oh, also, another thing that I wanted to remind you of is the fragrance consultations that I'm offering now. If you would like to have or update your fragrance wardrobe, just email me to the email address in the info box. We'll talk and figure this out. Okay, enough with the lyrics. Let's get to perfumes. I tried to include the fragrances that kind of describe her character and describe what she's up to and what she likes, but also not forgetting about her dull nature. So let's start. I would like to begin with the more light-hearted fragrances. When Barbie is on a walk or on a beach, or she's just hanging out with her Barbie friends and Kens. Oh, by the way, I'm going to watch a movie tomorrow. I still haven't seen the movie, but I'm so excited. And I think one of the best fragrances to describe that side of Barbie is the fragrance called In Love with Everything by Imaginary Authors. So this is bubblegum, this is fruit punch, and berries. I think this fragrance is very lighthearted, it's very positive, but it's still well done. In Love with Everything, I imagine Barbie roller skating somewhere with her friends, and this would be perfect. Next fragrance that I think is really good at representing Barbie's personality is Cockatiel by Zoologist. And they say there's a champagne note in it. I don't smell it. I don't really smell anything basically from the notes that they mentioned. But to me, it smells like if you take tons of lollipops of all colors and all shapes and all brands and flavors, and you smash them into powder. They actually show kind of like, I don't even know, is it some sweets or something? I'll include the picture. But I think this is how it smells like. I imagine this thing, like it's made of the lollipop powder. What I can actually smell here is vanilla. They mention vanilla. Powdery notes, cashmere. Okay, maybe I do smell that. Champagne, raspberry, rhubarb, guaiac, patchouli, etc., etc., etc. I don't really smell. So I think it's a very happy fragrance, and Barbie just really has this type of happy personality that I associate her with something like this. Okay, next, we're coming to a little bit more, oh, maybe no, wait. I want to say feminine, but not yet. Tom Ford Bitter Peach. I think that Barbie would love that. It's also a very happy fragrance. I know it's not pink or anything, but there's kind of liquor and peach and wood in it. Maybe it's nighttime fun for Barbie. Maybe when she went out with her Barbie girls to have a fun night somewhere at the tea bar. I don't know what Barbie does at night, but this would be some maybe it's a Barbie from a colder place, because I probably wouldn't wear this in the summer much, especially when it's very hot and humid. But yeah, for nighttime Barbie, I can definitely see that. It's a little slightly more posh Barbie. And I think this would work very well also with her personality because I see fruity things in her. I wouldn't want to just pick only pink things like pink roses, peonies, and stuff like that. We'll have that too. But I want to see the personality behind her. So for the nighttime and colder times, maybe it's a skiing Barbie. So for some après ski, that would be great for her. I'm sure that she would love it. Okay, next is Prada Candy. I couldn't resist. I needed to include Prada Candy in this. I'm not sure. I will find out for you. I'm not sure what's the name of this particular one. I will write it down there, but this is a very fun, flowery, powdery, kind of sweet scent. It's kind of a candy, but you don't eat that candy. Just the smell of it, really, really nice flowery candy. I think Barbie would just grab it at the store because she really likes how it looks, and she would really like how it smells. It's a simple, sweet-ish scent. Very nice, very girly. I used to use this when I was much younger, when I was maybe in my early 20s. You see how much I used of it too. And I kind of keep it for the memories now. It's a really nice powdery scent. I kind of like it. Okay. Another one before I forget that I think Barbie would like is Carolina Herrera, the good girl, but not the original one. To be honest, I don't love the original one. It's too sugary, too simple for me. But I like the flankers, like some of the flankers. I think it's a blush, but I would say it's kind of a very much inspired by Delina, so I will not include it because we have Delina here. But the red shoe with red berries is very nice and very fruity, and I think Barbie would like that. Also for casual nights with her friends, I think that would be perfect. It's not overly sweet. It's still very sweet, but the berries, there's some sourness in those berries, so I think it kind of balances it out, and it's much easier to wear because the original shoe, I know there's so many fans of that fragrance. I don't say it's bad. It's just something I cannot wear. It's suffocating me. So I usually prefer some more balanced compositions that just don't try to be too sugary on me. So, because yeah, the original version is just hard for me to wear. Okay, I mentioned Delina already, and I think this is also very much Barbie fragrance, because it's also very sweet, but I would say it's a balanced composition. So it's lychee, peony, rose too, of course. I think peony is actually portrayed through the rose here. And I think there's also rhubarb. There are also other notes, probably something like marshmallow or whatever. But I really like wearing this. I think I mentioned this in my video about Delina. I will leave a link down there so you can watch if you want. But I get so much compliments. Jesus. I'm usually not trying to get compliments, but it's always pleasant when somebody compliments and says like, "Oh my God, you smell great." I don't get a lot of that, maybe because I don't spray much on me and people just don't smell my fragrances. But with Delina, people always say something. They notice this. It's also so strong and musky. It's not for everybody. It can be a little heavy. Well, I prefer to wear it when it's windy, when it's slightly cooler. I don't like wearing it when it's very warm, so that's why I don't really use this in the summer. But yeah, when it's windy, it's really nice. I also wanted to add a little bit of the classics here. It's a modern classic, but still a classic. Narciso Rodriguez for her. I think that Barbie would definitely like this design. I actually really like the bottles. I think they're beautiful. My favorite, this is Eau de Parfum for her. My favorite is Eau de Toilette. I like that version better. But I grabbed this one because of, you know, you understand why I grabbed this. I think it's really nice. And not everybody, again, not everybody can wear Narciso's masks because they're pretty strong and people also notice them for sure. But I think when it's the kind of Barbie that goes to the office or professional Barbie. She could wear something like this, even though it's sexy. We should still not forget that Barbie is kind of sexy. And I don't see Barbie wearing something very bland, or I don't see Barbie wearing Jo Malone or something like this, just like mostly cologne that is not really there. I think Barbie would wear something really noticeable. I think she would add a touch of sexy there. It's how I see Barbie, at least. Another one that I think Barbie would like, actually, if Barbie were a person, I definitely see her liking Kilian and Tom Ford. I don't know why. I guess it's just my image of her. And Love by Kilian, Love Don't Be Shy, is perfect for her. It's just perfect. It's the one for the chic Barbie. It's the one with the Barbie with the big hair and nice dress. I think this would go really well. Yes, definitely. It's also for the nighttime and the party Barbie. When she goes out to have a lot of fun, but she also looks chic. This orange blossom here is very strong and it's very sweet. There's marshmallow note. I'm sure Barbie would like it, marshmallows. And the last one, but not the least, of course, is for the Barbie that maybe it's a celebrity Barbie, or maybe it's a very chic, glamorous Barbie that walks the red carpet. That's for her. This is Bvlgari, Tubereuse Mystique. And this is a very nice, sweet strawberry tuberose with a little bit of creams in it. At least, I'm not sure about the notes. I don't rely on notes so much. I usually rely on how I smell and what I smell in a fragrance. It's very nice and there's something really chic about this. It's kind of a cloud around you that is not overwhelming, not overpowering, but still very noticeable. Look how beautiful this is. That's why I like jewelry brands, perfumes, because they're high quality but lower price, and the packaging is usually great and really, it's not plastic, it's really thick. I don't know, it's metal, I think. It's pretty heavy and really beautiful. It's kind of a navy blue bottle that is also very thick. I just love how jewelry brands make the bottles for fragrances, and the packaging is spectacular. Okay, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, to subscribe, and stay with me. What do you think Barbie would wear? Let's get creative and think together. How do you imagine Barbie smelling? This is how I think she would smell. Fruity, fun, happy, sometimes chic, sometimes simple, but always with a touch of positivity in it. This is how I see her, and the pink color is definitely a good representation, but not necessarily. We have non-pink bottles here, which I like. I didn't want to limit myself too much and pick the designs that can differ. What do you think? Tell me, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.